If staying disciplined was easy, then everyone would do it. Everyone would be a millionaire or a famous influencer. However, that's just not how the universe works. Staying on task has never been easy, especially now in a world filled with distractions. In this video, I'm going to give you step-by-step instruction on how to stay disciplined, and all of the misconceptions that come along with it. But I want to challenge you. If you're watching this video, I would assume you need help staying disciplined, and without discipline, it would be easy to click off this video. But if you manage to stick with me through these next few minutes, I think I can change how you view your life and make being disciplined easier than ever before. Now, jumping right into it, I want to talk about the one main notorious misconception about staying disciplined. A lot of the time now, discipline is misinterpreted with motivation. You wake up every day and say to yourself, fuck, I really just don't have the motivation to do anything today. Or I just can't bring myself to go to the gym today. The biggest trap that's related to staying disciplined is believing that motivation has anything to do with the equation. Motivation itself has never pulled anyone out of a pit, because as quickly as motivation can come alive, it can also disperse just as fast. However, the belief that motivation is supposed to just be there on your journey to staying disciplined on whatever task you're working towards is the main reason that 99% of people fail to reach their goals. Now, when motivation is present, it's great. It's easy to get out of bed. It's easy to go to the gym. It's easy to work on that side hustle of yours. But when it's gone, you feel completely helpless. The reality with staying disciplined is it's either chosen or unchosen suffering, but only you get to decide which one inhabits your life. So now it's time to actually get into the steps that will make being disciplined 1,000 times easier. And my step one is simple: realizing that you are the control center of your life. No matter how you feel, whether or not you are motivated, you decide what happens. You decide if you get out of bed in the morning, and you decide if you are going to push yourself today. Having this belief that your actions depend on something external, like motivation, is the reason why you are undisciplined. Now, let's think about this in a different perspective. You wake up in the morning and you feel unmotivated to, say, go to the gym. So you decide to sleep in and skip. Now for the rest of the day, you not only feel unmotivated, you feel disappointed in yourself that you let yourself skip the gym. But let's be honest with ourselves. When have you ever gone to the gym and been disappointed that you went? I don't need to live in your head to know that you just said never. Never have you gone to the gym or completed a task or worked your butt off for something and then been disappointed that you worked on it. And the realization is where discipline comes into play. You have to be aware in that head of yours that no matter how you feel, you know whatever you know needs to get done still has to get done. If you don't do it, you feel like shit. If you do, you feel great. So use this simple fact to change how you think, how you view these obstacles in your life. And the next time you feel unmotivated to go do whatever task needs to get done, picture yourself after the fact, and I promise you that actually staying disciplined will be 1,000 times easier. And my step two is to just simply love yourself. If you're wanting to stay disciplined, it may be to complete a task or a goal, but the other half of that is you're wanting to do it for yourself. And when you struggle to stay disciplined, it feels like you fail yourself. To be disciplined is to love yourself, to care for yourself, to want better for yourself. And sometimes that realization is the hardest part of trying to stay disciplined, as when you realize that, not being disciplined hurts even more. Now, sure, you could say, well, I don't need to love myself to know that I need to get this homework done. But in reality, even if it's something simple like homework that you may believe has nothing to do with loving yourself and caring for yourself, you're just simply wrong. Loving and caring for yourself is more than just emotions, and staying disciplined to even do a task like homework, even though it might be boring and undesirable to complete, is still a form of caring for yourself, as doing your homework will push you ahead in class or in life. So I would say the next time you realize that you're struggling to stay disciplined, realize that you aren't doing these tasks for any other reason than doing them for yourself, to better yourself, And thinking in a positive mindset will push you miles closer to actually being able to consistently be disciplined. Now, my last and final step would be just do it. I could tell you to write in a journal all of the tasks you need to complete, or write on your wall all of your goals and aspirations. But the biggest part of being disciplined is just doing it. I'm gonna be real with all of you. I don't want to be making this video right now. My day was absolutely horrible, and I am honestly exhausted. But through the mindset of just doing it, I've trained my brain to not even have the option of not doing it. Failure isn't an option. Not being disciplined isn't an option. Start viewing all of your tasks and goals like a monologue option in a video game. You know, when a character in your game says something and your options to reply aren't really things that you want to say. Or when you open up a settings menu, the close the desktop button simply doesn't exist. You need to learn to remove these escapes out of your brain and actually realize that if you want to be disciplined and go far in life, the quit button isn't even an option. It isn't a choice to stop. It isn't a choice to slow down or push it off for tomorrow. The only option is to just do it. Now, this doesn't actually make being disciplined easy in the present, but if you can create a habit of training your brain to think in a way where there is no quit option, then you create a strong habit and bond within yourself to make being disciplined in the future so much easier. Now, being disciplined is only one part of the equation, but now that you have this down, you need to know how to use it to get ahead of your competition. Watch this video of mine to get the full rundown on how to actually get ahead of your competition. Thank you for watching.